Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's good to see you in the chair. Congratulations on your re-election. I rise today to thank the community of Penrith for re-electing me to serve. It's my fourth time in this chamber, and that is a humbling experience and a genuine privilege. Madam Speaker, since my election in 2010, only once before that had Penrith been represented by a Liberal member. Now I've been elected in 2010, 2011, 15 and again in 2019. I think this is a great vindication of the work that this government has done across my community and the work of the team that I have had the opportunity to work with both locally and here in this place. I must say, Madam Speaker, that is, I think at the core of the success of this election has been the capacity for this government to continue to manage the economy well, of which Penrith has been a fantastic beneficiary. Whether that's through the delivery of infrastructure or the creation of local jobs, Penrith has been at the forefront of our commitment to Western Sydney. That has often stood in stark contrast to their experience with those on the other side of the chamber, and also what was often offered during the course of the campaign. We also made a number of commitments as part of a clear plan for the future of Penrith, and focus of that was around roads and transport. Residents in Glenbrook can see the construction of the upgrade to the Glenbrook train station that's taking place right now. We made a commitment to ensure that we saw increased capacity at other commuter hubs, particularly Emu Plains, where we're going to add an additional 800 spaces to the Emu Plains commuter car park. Every single person in Penrith knows just how important Mulgoa Road is to the way the community functions, and it was great to see a continuation of the widening of that road with another $260 million allocated for additional stages of that project. We also announced a cap on the Opal card, which will make it easier for people who are commuters from the Penrith community to access public transport across multiple modes of transport through the course of the week. We made a series of commitments to new education facilities which build on the fantastic work that we're already doing. Just recently, the opening of the new classroom facilities at Penrith Public School, one of the oldest schools in the community, but we're also developing a new learning centre at Cranebrook High School, multi-purpose halls at the Nepean Creative and Performing Arts High School, as well as Jamison High, and very pleased to be able to deliver a new library and administrative facility at Lapston Public School, something that I've been working with that school for a number of years. We're also going to make improvements to the facilities at Kingswood Park and Kingswood South Public Schools as well. We also made that commitment about air conditioning schools right across Penrith, and we'll be working with PNCs and school leadership and school infrastructure to deliver that. We've also been working over a number of years to develop better quality sporting fields, and we're seeing upgrades to Parker Street Fields, Lapston Oval, the Penrith Tennis Centre, Eileen Cammick Reserve, Leonie Oval, Hickey's Lane, which is a crucial rugby league facility, and for the first time Penrith will finally have a synthetic athletics track. We've also, not through an election commitment, but part of a sports funding Greater Sydney package, the develop of synthetic playing fields for football at Jamison Park. I was pleased to hear in question time today the Minister for Public Spaces talking about how important open green spaces were to communities, and Penrith, through the $150 million commitment that the government made at the election, will benefit from that by opening up more parkland space alongside the Nepean River. We've continued to see the work around doubling the active kids vouchers, supporting residents with energy rebates, particularly self-funded retirees, and the work around the city deal has seen fantastic investments into the Regatta Park precinct in Emu Plains, also long-term commitments around the delivery of north-south rail, creating true connectivity to the new Western Sydney Airport, and the further development of the Aerotropolis will be about bringing jobs closer to where people live, particularly in Penrith. I could not have done this alone, and I would like to thank a number of people: my campaign manager Scott Percival, stalwarts of my team, Trish Hitchens, Karen Corrie and Michael Creed, particularly the work of my electorate office, the newer members, Rebecca Cromley, as well as Sue Connolly, but the two long-term workers in my electorate office, Rhonda Hanbury and Libby Drysdale, who I simply would not have been able to achieve the result without their success. And it would be remiss of me if I did not mention the support of one Maurice Payne, who every night makes sure that I get up and do what I need to do to keep representing the people of Penrith.
Thank you, member for Penrith, and a couple of member for